But say this to everybody. I'm gonna say this with I'm saying a few years prior to everything that we've said, and I mean this people wholeheartedly. Because some of y'all think I'm just talk because I love you, my voice. In the news, I know in the minds of many people, I'm supposed to think that. Quite frankly, I get that because any man that speaketh the truth after a while, them most people mind, you become self-absorbed. Why? Because how dare you be talking all these points? What, are you trying to make people look bad? Not necessarily, no. But at the same time, if you are fucking up or you know you're fucking up and you're ignoring the fuck up, but you don't want change, but you want people to care. You don't want change, you want people to care. And when people don't look at it the same way, you cry victim. Oh, I fight them, I fight me. Them not like me. Body does bad mind me. That becomes a cry. And then it becomes rhythmatic. Like the simplest thing, somebody will fight you. The simplest thing, somebody bad mind you. Yeah? I'm like, damn, that's how the world reach now, people. You understand me? To the point now where your children are being attacked for not holding hands with homosexuals and all types of whatever. You understand me? All type of sexuals now. I can't even say trans alone because but them look on people and say this quote unquote rainbow thing, it needs and has to have a ceiling. Why? Because anybody can identify as that now, including us. For everybody who dares talk about the drag queen this and the drag queen that, and they're just expressing themselves and just expressing themselves, and do you know how many rapists? Do you know how many sex offenders? When during sentencing, all they did was declare that they feel like a woman or they're trapped in a woman's body. That's all. What the same law them where they make for the trans people them.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. People learn how to exploit the same law them that have been afforded to the trans community. That's why I have a place like California. Oh, sorry. Where male prisoners are given the opportunity to identify as trans, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not talking about the amount of ladies that are being raped on a day-to-day basis. There is no separate showers for trans men, or sorry, trans women. So take that keep that in mind, people. Not only is this biological man basing around women, his anatomy is still there. His equipment, his tool is still there. And who are we kidding? We say a man look on a 19-year-old, no ass, no titty, and the cocky still stand up. So again, what make them think just because a man identifies as a woman, his nature immediately dies. Not no go so. I'm the one with the issue. I don't believe what you're pushing. I don't believe what you're insinuating. I hate women. You hear me? I hate women for daring to tell them, say, on about to sell on yourself. Very short. For what you're not about to do. Not everybody who drive by say, I'm an ally. Have good intentions, people. Try to understand it. And I know for a lot of people, that is hard to accept. Not everybody that comes around you mean you well. And everybody will par with you wants the best for you. There are some people who initially, instinctively, see you as a rival. Men are hella competitive.
That anyway, man now they dominate. So this is LGBT explosion. The Woman of the Year title has gone to two men so far. Bruce Jenner and the young man who acting this show called a Shade. A show about homosexuals and the drag queen scene where them had to be hiding from persecution and AIDS was running rampant in them days and them that did left, right, and center and people was I guess less than supportive. But again, six or one half does not the other. I wish them I wish them well because there are people with legitimate issues. Like again, when I'm not taking a piss at them. You feel me? I understand. In a day and age where people are lack sincerity or humility as it relates to things. But I digress. I'd love for society that's the way it's supposed to do. But it's not that way. I don't want the people to feel safe. I not believe anybody is more or less than anybody else in this world. Body entitled to their own belief system. Body entitled to them rights. That's as far as it goes. Um, yeah. Give me a quick second of that.
I'm on YouTube.
Doctor, you hear me?
Yep.
Doctor, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear, bro. You hear me?
Yeah, look, but
You freaking this gone low already.
So most abbreviation, all of that. No, thank you. Now I'm done a night. I got supposed to do. Mark said he had to stop traffic just to fix it.
I'll try you, did it? Yo. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm serious.
Doctor, you there?
Yeah, yeah, hear me?
Yeah, so
Ah, cool. It just about things for me need to change back my device again.
it's just nerve wracking. You understand me?
Yeah.
If you look on it, especially up here, I realize everybody's looking brownie points. You understand what I mean? People are looking brownie points. I'm down with the struggle points. If you understand what that means.
Yeah.
People are looking for respect, admiration. People don't want do the. I'm gonna say this already. You can't force people to like you just because your friend them want to force people to accept that. You can't do that. We live in an age now where being is more detrimental than what the message supposed to try correct. I hate that so much. So let me get this straight. In a few years, heterosexual heterosexual relationships will become, I believe, now if not outlawed, it's going to be shunned upon. I believe that they want to create a society where everybody is something except what they originally identify. Like, for example, and I don't want to just take a I don't want to take a piss at certain school I had, but at one point, during life,
Mm-hmm.
a certain school by the name of Eki, for those who know what it mean, I really don't want to call them name. They used to have a regular football team, right? Them even have a girl one. They took a butch from St. Hugh's. When that girl invaded Eki, almost within a year or so, almost every girl bi fucking sexual. Every one of them. Mark, it's not that these girls had homosexual tendencies, but they have a hive mindset. If three girls like the butch, that means that the fourth one's supposed to like her automatically. And then they want to be in her good graces, so the butch flex more masculine traits. Girl, them like it.
Well, you know it, that girl has had sex with majority of the girl in my AK. So with that being said, an entire generation of girls get turned in a cocky sucker and all manner of freakiness, bisexual. And this took one female. Because it happened. One female it took. One female. And there was nothing that was like so super amazing about her. There really wasn't. She just had a very impressionable group of young ladies to take advantage of. And the girls in a Fidemed are them friend. That girl don't care. That girl I behave like man. You realize that she fuck you, your friend, and almost half of the girl in another classroom over there. So. And the the usual trope. Oh, you just don't understand. You're a man. Wouldn't understand. To the point now where generations and generations I think a big sodomite now. Big fucking sodomite. I'm sorry for saying that out loud because I have nothing against these schools on me at all, but has everything to do with the message. Don't think just because you're a prominent high school that you can't be corrupted. That ultimately is the biggest message most people tend to misunderstand. And the same principle apply for all the women them who jump up and support LGBT. But let's say the day when an LGBT support a man live, look pan a straight woman and tell her to her face say she don't know how to deal with man. Them if you come ask them, the man, batty man, what them are do wrong? They can't keep them man. And that shit threw me for a loop. Because the last time I checked, straight men aren't lining up to sleep with Batman. But then you hear say, oh, you can't say that. Have a Wally man a road who do freaky this and Wally man a road a do this and what? And I'm like, okay. And what does that do with the towards the original argument? It doesn't matter if Wally man a do that. It's about what's happening to the youth. People ignore what's being fed to kids nowadays. Quite impactful and but yeah, people have completely forgotten how important, you know. Mm-hmm. Come on. We're not mark it to death, but this is the reality where a lot of people are ignoring. And every time I bring this, because initially, for those of you who don't really understand what happened, the initial question was brought onto my radar by my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was watching the video, I was mortified. I heard a parent literally and say, oh, the mother is just acting, like a Christian and, backward thinking and, oh, this whole war mindset is not good and
she need to grow up and, you know, times change and them kind of way, but them things them use as weapons against. And I'm like, no, no, that's not how that worked or that happened. No, stop lying to these people. No, stop lying to these people. The mindset there is not healthy. So you have an entire age of women being told that you going the traditional route, something that you are innately comfortable doing. That means you're going to fail as a woman. Yes, yes, people. Not reversing it, not having a family is a positive thing. No. Women choosing to go the natural route, what them used to for so many years, right? It's being shunned upon by society. I even watch a talk show where this woman, so she get up, make her husband breakfast, make her family breakfast, all positive, wholesome shit, right? All positive things in terms of a feedback. You believe, say, the host them stay upon the TV show and roast the woman like literally light her a fire. I was like, what the fuck did what did that woman say for deserve? That's what am I do her. She love her Zila. She love her family. Monger of hate.
Yeah, I got you. We just move about, you know. But yeah,
Come on.
just listening to that story, it's just so heartbreaking, because like I will say this, I am not blinded by the absolute truth of the Bible and Christianity because
Mm.
I
You
don't
and I agree upon that.
I don't believe that people need to recognize that we are created in our Holy Father's image, yet you still have
Mm-hmm.
people blaming the devil for everything. I even said this from last week. I say, yo, you buck your toe, you blame Satan, you have woman a fight other woman over man. And I talk about how the devil caused this. And I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
there comes a time when you just need to take accountability for the actions. But at the same time, you know, these are
Mm-hmm.
behaviors that should be associated with the person who created us. Not saying that he is outright the cause of our behavior, but cause fear a spade. Like people tend to forget, say, oh, Lucifer was God's favorite son. The man rebelled for, if we're going to be truly honest, generous reasons. I mean, put yourself in the shoes. I mean, you did have the love of your father, and this man out of the blue just create something out of nowhere, is in, and all of a sudden, no,
Mm-hmm.
that's his favorite thing. I'd be pretty pissed too. Like, what's so special about them? Granted, could I find a bit
Mm-hmm.
better way to deal with the situation, but overflowing emotion leads to irrational actions. Let's get
And I agree upon that. And I agree upon that because even in the whole story of Lucifer, again, them say you're not supposed to question the Bible, but I believe I believe it could have been handled a whole lot better. But again, I'm not in the driver's seat. I'm only speaking on me, my personal belief system. So I no way, shape, or form, because I have to say this out loud in a car.
yeah,
You
man,
don't say
because
this.
people hear this and then they matter about, oh, blasphemy, how dare you? And you're just like, bro, chill. It is our opinion because apparently stating that out loud now is so egregious. How dare you have an opinion?
I'm gonna say this to people. I'm confused because this used to be the standard when it relates to discussing certain conversations. Somebody had to be in the group that could tell this thing in truth. It was never an echo chamber. I never know that shit, that word mean until I come America. Echo chamber. You understand me? I mean, in essence, I understood what it meant, but to truly see what you are dealing with, oh my God. You tell people say, half of people who say, oh, people are intolerant and this and that and devil knows what. It's actually the opposite. They make it sound like the person with the matter about intolerant to justify the disgusting with them about to deal with the person. They're not telling that part there. That's what they want to tell you, but them don't tell you. Them use that quote unquote ignorance, what they might say the person ignorant and him is this and him that and him's a bitch and whatever. And we need to re-educate him and this and that. I was in a Facebook group, right? I was hearing them talk about what the one where you can get your toes tied and everything there. So, oh yeah, the mention of the word sterilization kept coming up. I still hold on to the 1960, 1970, 1980 definition of sterilization. So I initially tried to talk this young lady down from what she embraced. Because I remember when I'm saying a man sterile, him not no use forever. And throughout history, from what I've read, the people who love use that quote unquote sterile argument, maybe mostly, unfortunately, pompous, arrogant assholes. And throughout history, you can name one man and woman. I mean, I say that because there was a female prime minister for India at one point. Within the 4 years, that woman, I don't think she didn't finish the 4 years. But for the time when she was reigning as prime minister, she sterilized almost the whole her cabinet. In her head, that's how you show loyalty to her, by sterilizing yourself. If you're a woman, we ain't even a fucking rasta. If you're a woman, you don't even know the bumbo clutch is outside of work. So you have that, and you have man who preach same fuckery, but so anyway, when I went back to the conversation, women of all race, all nationality, cuss me the F out. Me ignorant, me this, me that, me get up, me a monster, me a this, me that. And one or two did try to explain to me what I want, and I'm like, oh, I did not know that. I'm like, thank you for the information. One or two of them realized, say, oh shit, he really isn't that much of an asshole. He probably just doesn't know. And then there are the crazy ones, eh? The one them that are out for blood and look for a reason. For, you know, one bag of nice, eh? So that one of them sitting there, report me. So I will say this. Feminism is not about equality. I was in a chat group by accident filled with feminists, young women, and confused men. Confused men. I wasn't the only man that eventually had an issue about the conversation. And you think they give us some more lighter tones when they realize I'm not an enemy. No. Attack the man, them attack me. Attack the man, them attack me.
Yeah, because then if you have one central goal for them own insecurities. I mean,
And it's weird because during that same conversation back and forth with the lady them, I never did one of them. But just I tell them based off a woman what I know about sterilization. And like I say, if they were holding a quote unquote conversation, they would see that I was not being misogynistic. I was just being ignorant. Literally. I didn't know that the shit them can remove and it can be undone. And I'm like, oh shit. All of this I learned during that same brother man. I think they always black me now, but I think I had over like 30K in hatred alone. And
just for being yourself, eh?
K worth of laughter. If woman a laugh off of me. And number and the list goes on. I'm just like, and all them comments there. Then after a while, we get a message from from Facebook say somebody report me. So I was being mean and harsh and Ray, and I'm like,
Wow.
really?
Wasn't even that serious.
And in her head, or whoever report me, in their head, they did the right thing. Feminists will say them want man for woman to be treated more fairly. Fairly, you know that's that.
Them are the same kind of woman, you know, so yo, if one ship a sink, you know, so them first to come off a ship, you know.
Come on. I tell you.
And I mean, hey, I don't have any problem with that, you know. Everybody go catch them. We all know who go brave and who go catch them card when the chips are all down. But I'm just saying, all this nonsense about the equal pay and equal rights. When me
Most
say
people don't.
palm trip come at my workplace in a Bradshaw,
Uh-huh.
and me just did a walk out and I keep my composure and me say everybody I going to talk about, don't worry about my bag and blah blah blah. Me just did I say, if the bomb actually blow up, you will still care about what they in your bag?
There you go.
I couldn't give two shits. I mean, me know say my phone did it, but goddamn, what more important, my life or the bag?
Some people choose the bag.
I'm like, granted, I get it. I understand. You know, personal belongings, probably some shit in there were very important, and you know,
Yeah.
I get it. But again, I'm a life versus a bomb. A bomb I might not survive. In Jamaica, and let's just point this out. This island is very small. All right. We have had what? One major natural disaster, because I don't really consider hurricanes that come to this island major disasters for one reason or another, compared to the shit that Florida has to deal with, or any state in the US. Jamaica is very blessed.
No, Florida
Yes.
Express. No. Not every state. Try if you understand something. Other states have mountains. This not nothing, not even a hump to that. We're talking about
The thing that gets me every time in a Bradshaw.
fully flat.
Hurricanes in the US is like something out of a movie. Cause Mr. Man car fly with them 100 miles per hour wind.
Yes.
And I'm saying, wait, them are the same wind out there, so and the car them still up on the ground. Granted, you know, we have some heavy flooding, you know, that's granted because, you know, fuel water system and sewage system is also horrible.
All right. Now, let me state something that you probably you don't remember or you don't aware of. All right. First night I arrived in Florida, which is from next month to 28th, roughly make 5 years now. But I'm applying, but half a century gone already, half a decade gone already since we're there. But first thing I notice when I step out of Florida, the humidity is not normal compared. Like Jamaica, where say at night now, right now is what time now? Up here that be like after 12 or yeah, after 11, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the point me I try to make is this. Even in a Jamaica, if you're there and you're hot and you know, so at this time of night breeze the boat. If not, only for breeze, at least the atmosphere shift to a more cooler, more pleasant feel. There are nights where the morning hot, the night hot of Florida. AKA, if you don't have water for choke for yourself, or an AC, you get a little breeze off, you're dead. You sweat go straight till morning. Sleep in a sweat, wake up in a sweat.
And that's
So,
before the
uh-huh.
hurricane season and the
That's
summer
right.
season
You know,
start.
oh, there you go. You beat me to it. I say, yeah, that's before summer. Way before summer. Like, what they now? May now?
Yeah, I mean, we're practically summer. Practically.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much. So, let me say, I'm surprised. Let me tell my wife, I'm surprised the place still cool. Like right now, it was
But
it's
sure,
on the cool.
my staff remember why I have two fans in the house.
Yeah, man.
And my start contemplate say, yo, you know what? May I get our next one just for the convenience. But
Yeah,
man,
man. Yeah,
the
man.
place start get
I agree.
heated. That means that me I drink water, I feel like me I lose the water through my sweat.
Yeah, man. People, may I tell you this? For those of you who have never been to Florida,
It's not a picnic. Trust me.
and that's not alone. It's not that alone. You think Jamaica at yet? And remember, people, before I come up here, when I'm a yard man. So me and my wife was back and forth. Me I tell her, I say, oh, remember, you just live little up the road from me. I live closer to the equator. Ray. Peer chat. I said Jamaica hotter than car with the closer. May I tell you? First week of this bitch. First week of Florida. Oh my God. I ate everything. Me eat back every word me ever said.
We say you just had that moment. We say, yep. You're probably
Yo,
wondering how I got here. It's quite a
I
funny
tell you.
story.
May I tell you, it was surreal. When we step out of the airport, remember, from the Jamaica, same thing now.
Yeah.
From the plane to the pretty much to the arrival part, you just get in an AC the whole way through. From you come out of the plane, from the walk to the plane to get processed, AC the whole way through. You see, when you finally step out of the arrival gallery, oh my God. You feel like the sun ball up in face and run in as you open the door. Boom and rock you. Welcome to Jamaica. All right, imagine that. All right, for those of you who understand anime, the final fight between Luffy and Kaido, when he's made his fist bigger than Onigisho, try to understand that when it comes to Florida. So you see that fist there? For those of you who understand me at about, it's massive for those who don't understand. Ridiculously massive. That's how hot Florida is. Yo, it's hot. What? Oh my God. Yo, you ever feel like you want to tear off your skin? You ever in a quote unquote shade and a sweat and them throw water upon you? Lord God. Yo, tell my wife, say, oh, by the grace of God, I'm still there. She said, what do you mean by that? I say, if it wasn't for you and the baby, I'm move to a different state. It's Rasa fire and brimstone. Oh, by the way, people, this is also one of the reasons why, like what the doctor said earlier, where them said the winds them aren't the same, and you not get the same. Why can't the breeze pick up a car in America and not pick up a car in Jamaica? It's quite easy, really. When the hurricane, when the land hurricane or the twister is being formed, there's a certain amount of heat that it has to generate, just like a hurricane, to stay alive. Where do you think a storm like that gets a kind of supply that can make it sustain a storm that can pick up a car? Humidity. Florida and a few other states are extremely humid. Florida is extremely humid. If your AC broke down, doctor, I like yard now. Say your AC broke down all now. The whole land probably open the window or light a destroyer and crack the window, them make breeze blowing at that. If your AC broke down on Friday, you call me, you have around $700. For them time of night, yeah, 7 probably all 900. I probably all grand enough to pay me. And depends on how long the work take. Oh shit. The minute that stop work, I try to explain how bad it is up here in Florida, right? You see, for every minute that thing is off, everybody in the house has sweat. Instantly. And the longer it takes to get it sorted out, the more wet you get. And that's not in a good way. It worries because, but then, man like me can learn a trade like that. Master a trade like that. I get paid off for a trade like that. And you have people out here bitching and moan say the world don't like them. People are fight them. People, my AC teacher, the head of my department for air conditioning and heating, was a Jamaican man. Barnyard man, have him own company, and still do a teaching gig. Foreign different from here. They can do more as much job as they want, as long as you have the time and you have the energy to do it. And the man teach and learn and teach and learn and fix my own personal AC, my mother-in-law AC, multiple times. I look on her and just laugh every time I fix it. So, boy, man, I just save you $300, I just save you $400. Them money the man charge to fix it. And try to understand. Sometimes it's something simple as the drain line plug or dirt blown at the drain line. So how am I gonna do? I use a stick, I did my finger push up in there and just scoop it out. $400 that year, that. 4 bills me just lick off for you to do that. You know me I do just all me I do? I just sit down around there for a minute or two. This is how the teeth in one them work, man. Them they up here too. And I then just, you don't just want to see it. And we can look at them all testing and this and that. And all them dollars clean up the last line. Dip him finger in it and just wipe it out. $400. You just sit down there for your next 45, maybe an hour, and then him lick you the 400. In your mind, you're like, well, him there are a chest, we see much more tests and all this. He might clean, he might fix it already. What he's testing is to make sure that the pressures them correct. And as long as the pressure them correct, you don't have to do our next damn thing. So $400, easy like that. And it happens more often than you think it does. Look at my wife and tell her, say, yo, most advertisers prey on you and your mother. Say, what you mean? I say, outside of me, who else in the man? Nobody can answer. I say, exactly. If a man was in charge of this household and certain video and certain shit come up, that conversation will go nowhere. Because the man will tell us, say, yo, minister is beneficial to the family. No. But yeah. I hope, as this is being said, and I hope people comprehend that this is not, I've said this again, disclosure, this is not to hurt women. This is not to hurt men. Again, I'm an advocate for family. I may be a black activist, as them nickname me, but I'm also pro-family, pro-black family, pro-families in general. I don't feel it's fair for just because of my selfish feelings, me going to hurt my child. If the mother start fuck herself, guess what? I talk to her. I talk to her, and people, this is something we realize most people don't want to do because they don't like the confrontation. But no, go so. If you want to go, they knows have to run, right? If you want to go, they knows have to run. If you lack communication skills, YouTube, Insta, figure it out, people. Your books online, YouTube even have the audio book them. So if you not even say your brain box like that, you listen to the book them, listen to the book them, and listen with a spirit of discernment. So those who know what I mean. Your goal is to try to understand something from this interaction. That's the whole point. Stop interaction with the person. Me, I go win that interaction, yeah. It's not about winning. You know how many times we sit down and hear people talk, and people are talking a bag of fuckery. But what them need for talk? Some pull back and make them talk. And we can, and we know some people say about this what me do is disingenuous, but I mean, think about this for a second. So a man I express himself for almost 5 minutes and then me I just turn and say, yeah man, so what you say? No, Dan, you don't do that to people. You don't do that to people. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge what I just said. But I find it weird because man love take critique. Well, let me correct that. Men used to take critique. Not the version of man who exists now. You know, the one in their feelings and them feel like him period and show. I mean, not some people that's emasculating and shit. But shame need to come back. Man need to behave like man again. Sick and fucking tired of them little pussy, soft-made men. Most recently, I saw a video that made my blood run hot. My buck him with a frig him up, boy, artist. You have a video I circulate now where this quote-unquote artist was at a small fundraiser, a small show, or whatever the case, right? And the MC was a little lady that was passing out the mic and who she gave people chance and this and that and never know what. One of the man, the artist saying there, like not taking a bomber class style. This is his word. He not taking a bomber class style in there. Long time I don't know nobody not call him name. He walks up to the MC lady and grab the mic out her hand and was directly in front of her. So I guess she felt uncomfortable that him just grab it out her hand and stop directly in front of her. She tap him looking for move off. The man take 2 steps. Instead of catch himself, he turn, fling mic, and bust the top part of the woman's head and swallow up her eye.
Oh yeah, I thought about the Jamaican sitting out as well. Brother, I see it, look on it. I couldn't believe so well, I can believe because this is Jamaica we're talking about. People try out to glorify something I talk about. Boy, that's one thing that me say, you know what is true? I say, yo, nah, me not think me really in the mood to dissect everything wrong with that. Because, first of all, on a film performance, from what I understand, apparently the girl must have said something in her song. Not sure if that's true, but that's what I know. Say, yo, security don't really mean shit.
Exactly.
If a man will come out of nowhere, well, he don't really come out of nowhere. The man basically go up on the entrance of the stage. Bust the people and woman head. And the man come out unscathed. But man, certain places I know in a Jamaica, Portmore and Spanish Town to be named. Certain parts of Kingston, if you look for a man too hard, you lose your life. So
man.
Yo,
August Town.
Then I'm told.
Creeps them out, but they keep going. They make it to the first floor, but it's so hot up there, they think something's on fire and they run away. The next night, they're feeling brave and decide to go back to the mansion and explore the top floors. They were not ready for
Anywho, yeah, I find it weird because not only did this man manage to drop, he got up and he ran out of there. A room with men present. You witness a man do that to a woman. Drop, get up and decide to run.
And nobody can tell me, say, yo, them man that never struck. Nobody.
So nobody couldn't kick one foot. So nobody couldn't kick one foot.
Not even that. Every time I say there's not even one of them, you know, them big ice bath sitting, where them put the container drinks in. Every time I say nobody could come to fling one of them there. Nobody.
Big man. Fox, the man get the opportunity for walk. Fox, the man get the opportunity for walk, for run away to everybody. At the exit. Not like I said exit there right beside him. For run across the room. For run out. And nobody. No man. All of the man, their masculinity disappeared. None of them was motivated for bomber class stop this man. Are you fucking serious? But it feeds into the belief system I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna stop saying. Real men are dying out. As I'm pussy left. And try to understand this, ladies. When I get pussy. When I get a pussy, them pussy. And a bitch. So them a be able to send my pussy. Try to understand that one, ladies. I'm not saying for this being mean or an asshole. But when I fuck the clown, them.
And we're not advocate for people lose their life because we understand. But this brother coming at people in place unarmed. Go up on the people in stage. Come the girl, bust her head. And no, but man, I've seen more protection at high school rugby matches.
You understand?
Because I know so if a boy try this, nobody from the team, he might get flattened.
Big man, him now make it half of the field. That's the point. Him wouldn't make it half of the bomber clad field. You mad? I don't know what the first dive tackle, the first jumping, the first jumping Bigfoot. Say man. Yo, people, say masculinity is under attack. And no found I laugh this fuck out. Kind of think it funny. When you really explain to somebody, say, yo, remember a time when man and woman used to have say bun run, right? So the woman run bun pan the man. Man, that kiss him days all girl a big go suck her mother, man. Yeah, man, girl in a chat, man, you suck her. You understand me? And I hate that. The man, as far as I'm concerned, she dead. He never see her again. So him walk past her like he walk past her dead body. Cool? Cool. Now this day and age now, you can tell them back in the day, we could have tell which man never have no father and no father figure. You go up on girl ends, eh? We got half a tree. We are local man. We are downtown, we are local man. Man, I talk to girl and girl, I say, boy, I have my man and boy, I really feel the way, blah, blah, blah. You know, who want give on because she look better than what she have. And those who just, you know, I play around just to see what else is out there. You feel me? So,
Yo, may I tell you guys, honestly, I think this is one of the things that has always bugged me about relationships, or just people in general. You have my bona fide girlfriend. Then, and we can barely stand her attitude, right?
You understand me?
She drive me, all right. I love her dearly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just want to fling her to one drywall and just,
There you
just
go.
plaster her face in the just to make
There
she
you
feel.
go.
But
People
then,
and let
but
me
then,
explain before let me explain before Doctor gonna further car again. Though here so we hate woman and we have all these evil evil people. Try to understand
you're
something.
right, you're right. Continue, my friend. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you have to remember what we're there. You have to remember what we're there. But people try to understand something, yeah? There's no such thing as foreverly, immortally in love. If you there with somebody and at absolutely no time you look upon this person as unbearable, full of shit,
Something wrong.
football, batty boy, or bitch, suck her mother, suck him back. If you say you go through an entire relationship and not once that not cross your mind, you're full of shit. Even Judge Tola, the woman who was divorce court, remember she?
Yep.
Even she talk about her husband and the way she describe him. He's like him son old school masculine, if you understand. Them
Yep.
man they not put up with no fuckery, man. You're not gonna hear him out and she cuss and she said she used to and I remember that this is a confession in a rasta. The woman attack say when she used to cuss him and she call her mother and then her mother say, yo, and me I tell like them say this is why I'm confused. If the elder woman them are telling you this, wanna bash the big woman them. If
Talk
the
about
young
them weak
girl,
and
the
them
young girl is
not
telling
stop
you this.
themselves and blah blah this and comfort and all that and nonsense. And then them same man I go turn on. Do the same thing. And then you go say, oh bitch. Yeah, she was
Mhm.
right. Okay, no? Yeah, man, calm as a bitch, don't it?
After you're done, try the whole football field or you're done, try the whole basketball team. The whole of them know your name, your address, your blood type. This is how often the man them experience you, my friend. So it's not say you fuck one and done. You fuck multiple of them, multiple times.
And let me say this. See, but you see if you want to experience the wild side of life, be my
Mm-hmm.
guest. But though turn around and they want wife material. And then when they realize that none of the man them now wife here come and talk about, oh, I'm so unhappy and men are this and blah. No, 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 friend. You gave yourself up as a whore. So they will treat you accordingly.
Yep.
You see me?
And gentlemen, try to understand this. Ladies, try to understand it. This is not me being malicious, right? It's not doctor being malicious. It's actually us being nice right now. These are the uncomfortable conversations that fathers, that brothers, that uncles used to tell their them niece and them daughters. Mark you, I'm not saying evil shit and evil people don't exist. I'm not saying that. But we used to have these uncomfortable conversations. We used to tell children ahead of time things to look out for. We never just throw them to the bumbuckler lions or to the wind and say, figure it out. Like for example, what happened about that to say this come tie right back into the original topic. That African woman in that audio that we listened and maybe subscribe, like. So ladies and gentlemen, what
I'll try to do it.
leave a comment. Tell me how wrong I am. Let's reason. I'm not above reasoning, people. I'm not above. If you bring a good enough argument, I'm not above listening. I'm not that I'm not arrogant to that.
What are we there to learn?
Exactly.
But,
And try to understand. Not. Yeah. Yes, something.
but, but, let me say this. See, if you go come with the foolishness and then they attack with, talk about we are not real men or attack with masculinity or attack our family,
Yeah.
trust me. You're not going to wait from Bradshaw. You're not going to wait for me. Because I'm pretty sure we have some people in our forward group who will attack on for us. Then,
Yep.
so
But
before war,
again. Yeah, but understand this. This is not about who is righter than the next one. Again, this is not a battle of the sexes. Try to understand that, ladies and gentlemen. This is not me spewing or spitting just red pill facts. You understand me? It's not just that. It's a combination of everything, people. Because I've been on both sides of this fence. I used to be a sim. I used to think say all I have to do is just do everything what the woman wants and then she'll want me. You see, the moment me stop, give a fuck what she think, she want me. Oh my God! Remember one time, this is one of my ex them, eh? Not calling him, but point me I try make is this now. When me did I look it, me I try be Mr. Nice Guy, and you know I wasn't being assertive because again, being assertive is bad. This is what Disney Bumbleclad preach and teach and educate me about, eh? Being assertive is bad. Be nice. Be wait. Be complacent. Wait on her. Don't make any serious steps because you don't want her to feel objectified. More than less words, people. But yeah, this is exactly what Disney was teaching young men at the time. This was during the confusing years, the most important years. The years that will build a man's self-esteem or destroy him. Disney tell me so he must be a gentleman, be a bitch. By at the time modern words, because
You wanna know the funniest thing?
I found it weird that I remember can finish. I say I find it weird that I was doing this a waste man that fuck it. This man that fuck it. Youth who eventually she said she find interesting did not give a fuck that she even existed. That was just being Disney Channel man. Disney fucking Channel man. So again, those of you try to understand. I've been there. I have done that. This is not
Yeah.
me bragging up my life,
You
but
wanna know what's damning thing about the arbiter?
mhm.
Other women might pretend that they want a Prince Charming. They might
They don't.
say
They
that
don't.
out,
They
but
fucking don't.
you wanna know the most heartbreaking thing? And I've proven this, even though this is not me.
Me tell you my story after.
See, if you it's not if you're not even assertive. Let's see if you're rough, like you're rough house them, like you're rough house them with how you talk to them. Like
Yeah.
I'm actively seeing girls getting turned on by that shit.
Yep.
And in the same breath, I'm just like, isn't this the so-called ape attitude women chastise every day, but yet still it a make no overflow? I'm like, but they just confused, and I'm just like, huh? What?
Yo, big man, big man. Me a girl. One of me a girl tell me one time say, oh, she have to before she fuck she have to go nice place and man a place of a spread and big man. Me catch girl I take fuck behind dumpster. Dumpster in a dumpster and that's a dog give cock it up correctly. Dog bend that over behind a dumpster and dig it out. I'm just there, they have pre what go on and miss like a dog so into the fucking. Remember when you're fucking you know look up first now you focus on the beef, make sure say yo yeah you put in that work. So me get a good 20-25 seconds. I'm look what you see him going on. Look behind her and the man while the man had thump out her tribe. CMB, you know, CMB. A few hours before that, tell me say, before she fuck, she have to do someone nice and she have the place have to clean and few hours later, in other words, I just want to a few hours later, her drawers, they are ankle, bend over. I take fuck behind a full dumpster. So me would have waste my bumper money, go get room. Go get apartment with this bitch. You understand? Buy KFC and all this shit. Dog don't care blood clan nothing. Doctor forward, come circle black with him. Dog got thump that shit, just thump it for dear mercy. Kill it with fuck. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I'm a youth at work in a break show.
Man, kind of people. And I like such a hide somewhere well secluded, you know. Behind a dumpster for you, make man a thump out our kidney them. So means like, wow. So there's that I realize there's two different standards. Like for example, there's a lady in my workplace. She deal with who she considers soft or weak. You have some man where kind of behave more on the sensitive side. I don't give a fuck. So again, we all know where I stand. I really don't give a fuck. And people don't understand that about me. It took my family a few years before they finally, well, I had an auntie who realized that a long time. Yo, and I stayed with her for Christmas. One of my favorite auntie them, yo. She said she don't know why everybody are going to first. I accept you for who you are. We said, thank you, auntie. Same as I say in front of all of them. Thank you, auntie. Same, she said, no, why everybody are going to with you. I accept you for who you are. Thank you, auntie. One of my favorite auntie Rasta. You understand? So the point me I try to make is this. Them care. They care. They care too much. To that same lady, turn around one time and try. That's how it always go, people. Everybody fooling. Before a man deal with you a certain way, ladies, he tries you. Maybe in the form of a bad word, maybe in the form of a shout, or maybe in the form of all a girl come check him. Just to see how you gonna react. The girl nah nothing. The girl a idiot, man. God class girl rub me down and the girl name not say nothing. So yes, normally man and woman we do test the people who we say we want to be with. Again, when I say it's a good thing all the time, but we do it as human beings. I hear the notion that when this conversation is brought up, most people want to fight the messenger than thank the messenger. That shit don't make no sense. That shit makes no sense.
No, see, if there's one thing I've always been confused about, and I blame both men and women for this.
Me too.
You have your bona fide boyfriend, husband, or whatever you had. Or you come a people workplace. A lynch off a other man. And because him's a fool, thinks that he will find his way to Punani paradise. He give everything he have. All him money. All him time. And
And
yet still.
and then my boy, there's also the archetype of the house of the work husband, where woman in them own head because our man now gonna come. So our man will work out of state or whatever, or out of whatever. Him, the odds of him left from work, come she work, just come look, yeah, only per drive that him not do that. Unless one day, God forbid, dog not go work. So I'm gonna surprise you. I'm gonna circle your business place and go away, you run a back or say a man down in your throat. Yeah. Happy nice, no me down in your throat. So yeah, how you explain yourself out of that one day? And mark your ladies, this is not the same 1990s man. But I said, bumba girl, hey girl, go suck, you know what? When you reach a yard, one of the things that me I put out of my place. Hey girl, go and walk away. Another man, they exist no more. So again, say the emotional man now, the man child, like for example, a quote unquote artist there, who fling the mic and bust the woman face. Nothing about that no masculine. Him look like man, but he's no fucking man. That's a man child. People, I may say an accident, him accidentally do this, you know. When you push him, you know, then turn him body in mid drop for fling the mic. So that's not an accident. It's not an accident. He did that shit intentionally. Then jump up and run gun, and then they hear the argument about a junk him junk. I've been drunk before. I've been insulted before. I'm not motivated for fling nothing off on nobody or box down nobody or thump down nobody. Realize this conversation now gonna walk away. I'm just keep quiet. But the man didn't exist no more. The emotional man them exist at Jamaica now. Them man they do all of the barbarism nowadays, eh? The man who quote unquote love you, the man who's there. Him, I do all of the murdering them now. The man who name now look prior to hard. Him, get one. Him, they willing to sacrifice everything. That shit don't make no sense to me. But reality right now is all over the fucking place. But this shit shouldn't surprise me either. Uphill fight. Zala uphill fight. Uphill fight. I wish it wasn't like this. I really wish it wasn't. And again, we can tell who would never have father in them life and who never have the significant parent that was missing based on how them react. Believe me. And this is a lesson that all men and women can learn from. Ladies, if you want to know what a man's true intention is with you, is this man serious or not? Here's a simple test where all on can practice. But understand this. You see, once I do this test, don't make it be a habit to do this test again. If you do that test here one time on him for the year, do it one time the next year, or probably two. You do first part of the year, last part of the year. You understand me? So give a man a hall pass, as them call it up here. Or give him the option for 24 hours him can go fuck. Any girl him want fuck. I'm have your respect. You're not gonna let him. Me guarantee you, majority of the man them not going nowhere. Majority of the man them not going nowhere. This unicorn nigga wanna want try fix. That a killer no. I'm sorry, ladies, never call a spade a spade. And for the man them, this bad bitch, this hot girl, this a pussy enough till the name serves a pussy. That bitch there, yeah, she. I'm girl and not gonna away either charge. I'm girl and not gonna away. A waste your break, dog. For any man who think otherwise, God go with you. Yeah, man, God go with you, madam. I pray for people who think this way. It's like it's like you try build a house, but there's no concrete. You have the blocks and by themselves, you have the concrete by itself. The two of them have to work together and stuff, make the house work. But you can't have the concrete by itself, but the block them nah fit in the mold. And the concrete can't tell block them off a bomb set themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you know understand. December coming makes 10 full years, a decade I've been married. I would like to probably write my own little, what have I learned in the last 10 years? Yeah, that's going to be my one of my many projects. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, especially the men, keep active mentally. And once you're mentally active, the physical side of you want to be active. They go hand in hand. It's like a chain reaction. You understand, ladies? So you see a man at those things, don't take it, say, man, look a reason for ignore you. My better himself for you. Ladies, you want a man, quote, some man say, no want a man who can fuck and a man who have the energy for those things and bring you places. If the man body don't in shape, how am I going to manage all of that? How am I bring you up on holiday and up and down and go gas on, go this on? The man have to know the price, then the man have to know where to pick up the rental car. The man have to know where, you understand me? It's a whole lot more than what society trick. This is why I say, you take the two on. Like for example, for me and my wife, my relationship. I'm the kind of man that, like my father, I would have just give her the money and just like that. I tell people say I have no problem giving my wife full control of my account. So some man in the audience should lose them fucking mind. Man, not call me all type of same dumb, same masculine nigga. Me said one, right? Me I say no, but can't give my wife control of my account down. Everybody say money fuck that. Yes.
Everybody I jump up and all this conjoining account nonsense. Let's have separate accounts. When we're married, let's have separate beds. Like, so it just gets so tiresome sometimes. You're just like, yo, fuck. Honestly, sometimes me hear them at time, I just say, but man, I don't want to have to do. I really don't care.
May I be honest with you? And this goes to any man who's married who listens to this podcast. You see, if you're in a relationship and the woman I tell you says she thinks we need to have separate beds.
Therefore,
thank you. The relationship done. No matter how angry we make my wife, no matter how pissed off she pissed off. You think my wife can tell me to go bumbo class sleep on the couch? I'm go sleep on that, I want to sleep on that. Enough time my wife cussed me and said, wow, yes, wow. Vex with me, no, wow. You gonna lie up on the couch and fall asleep, eh? What's something wrong with your bed? Like, no. Again, married people problems, but the point is this. No matter, say for example, me and my wife just now heated argument. No chattings, no suck your mother. And that goes vice versa.
What? If she did a shiver under there underneath the AC cold, you go put one sheet over and you want to probably kick him off a bit, eh?
She not that ass. So my wife not idiot. People, you don't need to understand when I say I'm the prize of my marriage. I mean that shit, you know. And people say, well, you're both the prize. Well, no. I can take over a farmer man's household and become its leader. Think about that. I know what I'm capable of, and she knows that too. People, I'm not saying this to brag and my wife look less or nothing. My wife understands the dynamic that we both play in this relationship. My wife is advised, honored, counsel. Nobody in this bumbleclaw world have more say than my wife. And that's on God for the American them. That's on God. Nobody, no family member, no co-worker. You don't need to understand the kind of vows you fucking take when you say, I do in a rasta. As a man, if you tell your wife, say, no, baby, I'm not think you're going out tonight. If you don't get a yes or a okay, and yes, she might screw, but what? Just say what you need to say. Stop fucking care. I'm not saying that, oh my God. Again, like I said, people, it's a delicate balance. You don't need to understand what I try to say. I'm not saying a man to be a complete horse's ass. I'm not saying that. But you say when a woman do certain things and she expect you to say something, you lose respect in her eyes if you don't. And sometimes a woman will say certain shit just to see if you're going to say so. People, as a man, as men, we're shit tests even after marriage. Marriage doesn't stop you from getting shit tests. Yes. But that time my wife tried, she just look on us laughing at myself. Yeah, you're right, I should stop, but who's going to make me? One time I actually said that to her, and she was shocked. I'm like, yeah, but seriously, who's going to make me except me? She said, you're right. So I should stop starting the conversation. I said, good. I'm gonna just walk off after that. People, you can't be afraid. I'm not saying again. And I know so, oh, that sounds mean. You sound an asshole. And throughout history, greatest leaders were considered assholes for a reason. You think I'm lying?
I mean, someone has to be.
The charismatic, sweet boy leader, you don't normally hear about him. Nobody normally gives a fuck about him.
I'd rather be hated for who I am than to be loved for something I'm not.
But history acknowledged the asshole will have 400 concubines and one main bitch. History remember him though. History remember his fuckery though. History remember all of that shit though. The one who put himself out there, strive to become this great man. It comes with its privileges. I'm not saying the man me thought was an exceptional man. A man than a normal. What about the normal man? Yeah? My conversation has never been for the 1%. The Kevin Samuel thing. Me no 1%. Far from it. Or 5% for that matter. Far from it too. But one thing is certain about. I know what I want and I'm going for it. That people don't understand about me. If you want it, just like now, nobody not gonna come hand it to you. I mean, hear that about society. The man them a behave like girl. One time a girl used to wait on a man to bring her money come give them. You see man I do the same thing. Sit up on the corner and wait until him say, yo, what go on, doctor, what go on, yo. Yo, doctor, hear me and say, boy, it's more put on a pot, you know. Yeah, man, more put on a pot, you know, man. You know, I'm short, you can give me $100 that help start the pot.
But man, every day of every life, brother.
Every day. Mark you, and again.
And them take the $100 go do? Oh, yeah.
Hold on, yeah, that's special and a boom that, man. Special and boom that. That bill says a boom special. But me I tell you, but probably more feet now, because I think it was $100 yeah. But the point me I try to
I don't even remember how much boom cost now. I just know say it's a portion of money. Especially if I do white rum and boom specially I go for.
So, what me I say is this, man. That's the man. That's the man that gets the woman. The man who asks if you're a bomb special. The man who you know a fuck 3 girl one time. You know this. And this man beg you a bomb special. Almost every day. The man the love life so public that all 3 girls know say him a fuck the whole 3 of them.
That is it.
None of them now left.
What could possibly come out of it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
And they make sure the whole 3 of them say him now left them. If them walk away for them business.
And then no busy about it.
And none of them don't want to lose. So none of them not left. So him have 3 women. The whole 3 of them know say him have the other one. And when one come check him and one day, the one who come check him have all a seat outside till the next one. What boy business? Man, pimp shit na normal. And man, you know the man said? He was just be honest with them. The man said, I'm not gonna ball for you, I'll replace you. I'm not gonna ball for you. I really can't believe it, doctor. But you know what you want, so the girl really gonna style me. Look what the girl gonna style.
You knew what this man was about?
Doctor, Doctor, I know stories. A girl, quote unquote. I look at church brother. Church brother do everything by the book, Bible wise. And the one time you go make the mistake and bring her, go make she meet him family. And she go meet him bigger brother. Big brother literally an hour and star car. All that Christian show, all that moral bomber clad fortitude fly straight through the window for the nigga with she. You understand? So all that moral fortitude, all that shit died once you find a nigga who she found attractive. The brother preach you with it and go find a bush, but they're close to the house, but they can't see. Dog, ram it for almost a good hour. And then like road and rain them. The man a buckle look feet and can't find it. When him find it, do see it, she make it seem like her yard or she go do sitting and come back. You hear me?
Yep.
And the brother, and you know all the brother, you know all the anybody even find out say are the big brother that fuck it, or him go fuck it. The mother catch him, come back from bush, I fix him clothes. She say, yo, why you fix your clothes, son? He say, him just done poop it. Say, yeah, but you just flash it and just dry and fix your clothes and eat that. Yeah, set your clothes like your cocky hard. And that's up. That's up. Your mother figure it out instantly and say a fuck that him do. Say himself, but he never tell the son. The next one. Say a big fuck that you do. I am bred that. Shall never do that then. Man say, yo, be honest with you, him never that gonna do it. Him say she approach him. She approach him and start chat him up. And realize, oh shit, look like a girl I want me. So him start try to steer the argument back towards him little brother. And realize that she don't want to hear about him little brother. She like him. And him try to switch it back. And she don't want to talk about him brother. She not see she and the brother there. She want what she like. That's oh. So you Google. I saw your brother look on it. After that. So him clot it. Then him go tell him brother vex, but what? Him not, you know, but God. Him say him tell him big brother tell him say, I'm a savior. I say him say KFC go Emancipation Park, could probably just go and chill and probably buy ice cream and want so much money that 200 ticket money, bus fare money, ice cream money, chicken money. Once I'm seeing around 9 grand, 10 grand. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? You take you spend near $9,000 doctor to impress girl. Your brother take 1 hour and so much here. And the girl are junk. And even after them find out say you're junk. She still circle the big brother for the cocky. The big brother deal with her card and they can realize a little Google. Bush alone to get. Bush alone that get. The man will bring that in him bed. Bush him fuck that. I sad to him, I'm not tell her, I really sad cause And then after a while, the little brother say, Sarah, I exit the bush. I look if nobody I watch her. Oh my God. I exit the bush near him house. Big man, you want to do what the mind is a fuck up thing. Lord God. Good youth, ladies. But no, this is not all on. So I'm again, me have made the disclosure them because I don't want to hear something yet, woman. But the story them is to relate a message to men. This is not saying all women are bitch, all women are whore, all women make you use man. I'm just stating something that most men overlook, especially in this day and age. Before you spend how much money on this girl, test her. Simple test, Rasta. You call her phone, how long she take for answer? You leave a message, how long she take for reply? When you video call her, she can't answer, she on video call with different people. You say come link them, she can't come link you that day. She can't link you that day. She can't link you that day. But on Friday come pay pocket day, she can't link you them day. Man, simple test, Rasta. You realize that Google your bumbo deal with her accordingly, Rasta. And ladies, understand this. You realize that Cruff your bumbo deal with him accordingly too. Stop try wife a bumbo Cruff. And then man they turn on a bitter and hate man. I'm not want that. What would I gain for no say woman? Hate man. What me gain as a black man, eh? I want families back, Rasta. I want back family. Me and my wife have an issue. I tell her. I not keep it to myself. I not keep it in my belly. And, oh, you see all she all go on. No. Yo, you man say we need to talk. Yeah, something I feel right now. Just to make you know. You know, like so XYZ. Me make what me need to say done, me get say whatever. You understand me?
Yep.
But yeah, this selfish way of looking at life and relationship, this needs to be abolished. And I also, you mentioned something that some know people are ignored too. But stop approaching relationships from a place of fear and scarcity and lack. Them three things that kill so many potentially good relationships because you make your uncontrolled fears and anxiety them creep upon you, and you start put that upon somebody who has not shown you anything to make you draw that conclusion. But your fears and your insecurity, your anxiety, tell you say, boy, you can't trust this man because this man too good. That man too good. He must wrong with him. No man is that bomber flag. As a coping mechanism, because a girl can see that now. And a couple hours down the line, the most toxic version of the man who says she hate like poison. Him she a fuck. I'm gonna keep stress the word fuck because when I said dead with, why I say fuck? It's because women need to understand. Say every man you love for fuck you. You're taking in a part of him and you're losing a part of you to him. This is why this whole nonsense about sexual exploration and sexual liberation and you just fuck down the place like you're an idiot, and after a while you realize you fuck so much that you can't function like a woman anymore. You've been through so many dicks that all of them penises are going to you take something from you. You lose piece of you every time you have sex with somebody who's not your husband or your long-term partner. This is what I'm saying. This whole sexual liberation should sound nice. Sound nice, but it's not. Really isn't. Women are more miserable nowadays than they've ever been. Yeah, but you're here. Well, not every woman wants that. Not every woman wants that. Yeah, but the majority of women want that. So again, fuck how you feel. I want woman happy. I want all women happy. Even the one them who don't want a man, I want them happy too. And to be honest with you, even though most of them don't want no man, when them talk about men, it sounds like them want a man. The problem is the man with them want no want them. That's a problem. As I said, I don't hate you in my heart for nobody. I want everybody to win, man and woman. I want all to win. A happy population normally produce better children, better livity. You know, people can walk the street any time of day, any time of night, and now if you look over them shoulder, if anybody come to take them to everything them got. Stop fuck people just because of looks. Stop fuck people based off a game, not a game, yo. And any woman, no offense, any woman that make a man can take you in any place. That man is not your husband. The value plummets terribly. What a video where a girl at 18 years old, so she go in a stall and a friend go in the next stall and a man walk in a stall and start put on some raw rifle in her. Somebody video the man a rifle it. And while the man take it, she completely forgets that she have quote unquote chlamydia or sorry herpes. She forgets that she have a disease that will never leave her. And that can knock it raw. They put them guilty in a situation there. Man could just say pussy and just run going at it. Man with the pussy and just cocky, just drop out of him pants and just pussy just run go and jump in it. Yeah, clown. Anything with you. You look your boy, I'm not tell like sometimes we should cause us put on a suspension panel on road. On thing road good for those piss. Can't turn up. No matter what. Punish your bum buckler for things so recklessly. You go and push your down next and people get up in and gear whatever the fuck you get. Big waste move. Oh, fuck it up, Rasta. And this DNA Rasta, you really still a try talk that I can tell fucked up argument. Gentlemen, protect on yourself. Ladies, protect on yourself. Stop this shit. Stop, and again, stop breed for crop. Stop breed for crop. Again, I need to write this book. But may I tell you, the ladies, stop, give it up to crop. But no, it's hard and tempting because some of them more sweet. Of course, they're not a job. The man not about time for practice for the woman them. So you find stimulating about him is just years of practice. That's all you're getting. If you even go a little bit deeper on this, the next thing to question their money, you find out very quick so the money no future plans or no future ambitions like that for the family. So yeah, slide. Market. It is open to get this on the head. Limit the amount of men who are love to have sex with them. Because to the men, it's not love, it's sex. Sex. And as a father, And when my daughter reach of age, I'm going to tell her these things too. You know, before CTJA, man, once she go, me explain. Love is a fleeting feeling, fleeting in it. It come now, it goes then. You hear this notion say, if he loves you, he would. Don't do that. Don't give a man an ultimatum. I put a man on a spot to make a decision when I'm ready for. 9 out of 10, it's not going to end well for you. And as a man, as a father, me need, this is a part of raising children, both men and women. Women need to know, say, there's certain things a man will and will not tolerate. You can't force what you believe. Don't go, you can't let me say, well, if you find a serious man like myself, you try this shit, you might laugh and walk. Well, if you, me that, I'm not argue with you. You know what? Fuck out of you. Oh, I say first off, man, I'm a trace. So when you calm down your bum buckler, find me, yeah? Drive where I walk or whatever the fuck. I'm not gonna turn up and argue with you. I bet you. Say barricade door, I can't walk. We can do the next wickedest fucking thing. Guess what that is, doctor? Doctor. Doctor?
Yo.
Yes, sir. Yeah, more than one dog on him let me say. If me I try exit, say me and my wife and now gonna away arguing, and me I try walk away. And she block the door or block the way. Me say, where next? Best wicked thing could have do to her. You get it?
Boy, what is the best option? Because I mean, I think my brain I find a non-violent solution.
Well,
Honest.
mine easy.
I tell you the honest truth. It's because I hate confrontations. If somebody actually have vividly try get me to do them something, honestly, me not say me go put my hand on the people them daughter. Just saying that she a go learn real quick say, oh, me is not a man for nah,
Right.
me not on this bag of ramping where you put your hands on me and come talk about what am I going to do about it. Because I guarantee you, if me slap the taste out your mouth, you will find out real quick.
So,
You see me?
ladies, no hatred here. But try if you understand. This is how men now, well, masculine men and normally think first. You don't put your hand on a man and don't expect say every man is going to be that soft, simpy boy. You push and you punch him in the face and you chuck him. You swing one time, you one for your leg, blow! Say next one I'll be for your face. I mean that. A man stand up on your square and do what you mean. Big man, if she can't understand what she have, my wife love the certain things, but she have sense. To run to play. My wife not stupid. You can pick her up more than chew her or slam her. The face to her type of one. I'm
There's
not saying
something
that I
there's
can.
something so terrifying about imagining that for some reason. I don't know what it is. But just imagining you just picking her up like a sack of potatoes and just throwing her. I don't know. It's very terrifying to imagine.
All right. But people, we need to come back as a people. I'm gonna say, oh, he's just talking. I'm going to care because one day somebody will listen to this podcast and like what I'm hear. I hope it helps somebody in the future that don't have them kind of conversation and intel. Yeah, I tell you, yeah. Ah, I wish this should this should have been a no-brainer for most people. So can't
Yeah, unfortunately.
believe three men work like explain certain things to grown ass people, like they're fucking children. Oh my god. So yeah. I rub me wrong, and somebody said this to me one time, never think about it. If you don't have people in the populace that strive towards a goal, how do you keep them in line? If that's easy, you control a woman. This is what this is what the machine has done to society. It convinced the women that they don't need them. They convince the woman they don't need the man. That person society surviving without men and women working in unison.
She can do but all by herself is the biggest bullshit I've ever heard in my entire life.
All the way to my mother's death, my father's passing, eh? My father was there. They may not have been married, but they were lifelong partners. And with him, and him know what he fucked. But I realized something, no matter how much he did fuck up, he knew how to win his way back into my mother's good graces. The man and woman relationship back the fuck up. I hate when people feel say them for tell you, oh, bitch, drink bleach. How dare you? How dare you?
Yes. Drink
Yeah, you
bleach.
bum. Tell man, bo. You are telling me how to be a man in a my bumbuckler relationship. Where's your bitch again? Oh, you don't have one? But you're telling me who has one how to keep mine. And you don't have one, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. No thanks. Thank you. No thanks, but no thanks. Oh God. Thank you very much. But don't go stuff your mother. I mean that. In the bottom of my heart, me hear people do them shit then. You're not married, but you're you're not married. But you are telling married people how to be married. You have no fucking idea what it's like to 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 share life with anybody past 2 weeks, let alone 2 months. You have a woman who said them they've never been in a relationship for a real relationship. But then you ask, were you fucking? Yes. And I can't believe my life is to that.
Rough. Genuinely rough.
Mhm.
But you know, there might still be hope.
Of course. There's always hope.
Like I always say, fictional media has taught me anything. It's never too late for anyone to change.
Move forward. A mindset has to be eradicated for this shit to work. This whole the man the man have to do this first
Honestly,
before me do this.
honestly, from my point of view, and I think we'll come to the close of this podcast, men
Mm-hmm,
and women need to stop seeing each other as the enemy. I
mm-hmm,
understand this whole dynamic where women, I'm sorry, seem to fear men, but at the same time, we must be the ones to protect you from your goddamn selves, right?
yeah, yeah.
Like,
And again,
understand, say,
I will try explain
un-
ask somebody about that
understand,
one
say,
time.
oh, there are monsters out there, and we have
Mhm.
all agreed to disagree. Say, yes, these men
Yeah,
and women must be buried underneath the prison. must suffer for the consequences of the choices that they have made. But for the love of God, every man now go to them way for try rape on. Every man
Yeah.
now go to them way for fucking. It's the
Yeah.
basic fucking stuff. Because I can guarantee you right now, go and work every day, and I know every woman knows to have a big ass and big titties. I
Yeah.
couldn't give a shit. I really couldn't.
And I explained to somebody, say, it's not the woman with the big ass and the big titty who normally get fucked. He says it's normally our attitude first. And most women don't understand that because yes, men like what we see. Yes, you are fine as fuck. Yes, we acknowledge all these things. Yes. But your attitude fucking stinks. And we also acknowledge that too. So again, unlike women, when I use the rule of not sleeping with you, shit. Some man probably use that. The first thing as a reason why he's sleeping with you. Because as far as he's concerned, you're a fucking idiot. You get your win, you literally you have won and you've literally given it away because of your ignorance. You win the fight. You win the fucking fight. Well, because you've been told by social media, say the man need to do this, and the man have to do that. And if him don't do this, and him don't do that, that means that you waste of time. And if you left him, and go fuck him friend, and go fuck the liar. And before you know it, get up on a reality show. Accost the man where you fucking left because you were told because he is not this. Ladies, try to understand. We're not supposed to hear the message so many times. Me understand so stubborn. Me acknowledge it. On stubborn. I think stubborn. But at the end of the day, love, the goal is man. This is not to hurt. This is not to cause chaos. This is to help alleviate some of the chaos on our face in a modern day life. This is to help you. I also known as a spirit of discernment. Those who don't know what that word means, look it up. Discern. Once you figure out how to truly become discerned, believe me, whole heap of things seem like a joke to know after a while. So in the conversation, you know, but by the time the person reaches the third line, you know exactly what this conversation about. That's what your spiritual discernment is good for. It cuts through a lot of the bullshit. You understand me? So after a while, you become a person who becomes a no-nonsense kind of person. Most people don't like a no-nonsense kind of person. You know why? Because they can't play with you. That's why. Nothing with them say don't make no sense. You gotta tell them to them face. Yo, you understand what you have tried the boss, but that don't make no sense. And quite frankly, you not reach now with me. You're not convinced me. So again, may not say what you are trying to do. It's not working. Some people that cuss, no. Stop being a fucking adult. Grow the fuck up. Stop acting like the world owes you some fucking shit. Man and woman, this is going for. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. I'm sorry. At age 20 fucking 23, 1 to 23, I was way conscious more than I needed to be. Unfortunately. You understand me? I was too aware of what the fuck was going on around me. You understand me? And it's not a badge of honor for say, them girl are this, them girl are that. No, it's not that.
Brother, you know how tiring that is? Every day you get up and call a woman a bitch.
Big
Batman,
man.
eventually you have to come and look yourself in the mirror and say, yo, Batman, maybe I have a problem.
Exactly. Even I acknowledge the bombard things. I've done some shit that me not knowledge say, yo, she couldn't have done anything different. I mean, fuck up. Me a come. Alright. I'm gonna be honest with you. Men can be held accountable by the system, but if a man psychologically, mentally don't hold himself accountable, that's still a man child. That's still a child. Yeah? A grown ass man can do some heinous shit and then turn around and say, well, I'm paying child support. So I don't see no, that's a system holding you accountable, sir. Psychologically, you never hold your own self accountable for the shit you've done. But you're a man. And I must respect you. Oh, you got me fucked up. Having a cocky only means that you have XY chromosomes, yeah? Having a penis only means that you have XY chromosomes. That's it. As far as I'm fucking concerned. I'm sorry. God make it was so simple for man be man. Man should have a system in which, in order to keep your cocky, you can't drop below a certain point system. In order to keep the function of your cocky and certain things that made you a man. Shit. Say God, he put all a bag of things for all, they strengthen them thing there. And if you're not doing anything, have you ever played a game called Persona 5?
I haven't played it, but I have seen enough of it to know that it's one of the greatest games that has ever been made.
Fucking buckler, dog. They remade that shit like 7 times. I tell you, it's the first one.
I want to know the music has always been a special place in my heart for it.
Sir, may I tell you, that game was too real for it to be good. It hit on so many social issues all at once. The shit was kind of scary.
I mean, the Japanese are tend to know to do that shit in them games. I mean, for God's sakes, there's a literal series known as the Soul series that spans, what would I call this, tyrannical rules, holding on to the past, not wanting to accept a new future.
I tell you, you see, if the man who bumbuckler that right Bleach never that dead, Bleach was going to have a universe somewhat similar to Naruto. That's why he made Soul Society. The society was where most of the movies and the...
You want to know the funniest thing?
I tell a man said that wasted potential. Much.
I know the funniest thing. I know say what we have now of the current Bleach isn't exactly how he might have envisioned it. But
yeah, I know.
Now I feel say, boss probably up there, in our high heavens. Probably I look down and I say, it's not that bad.
Yeah, even I acknowledge it.
The man them, well, I write it now. They've given the
creative freedom.
That and them give what about Mocha species like our Ichigo a quarter of again, man. Quincy, yes. Them finally give the Quincy them more in-depth story as to what they are, I mean, of all things I thought I would see in 2022, Ken Pachi getting bodied within seconds was not one of them.
Yes.
You get me? So
you need to understand something, Soul Society say to them own, and I kinda could have tell from when I met old Cura's father, when he went to meet Ishigo's father, and I'm like, whoa, this old bastard gonna link Ishigo father? Why? And then when him start talk to him, and I'm just like, oh shit. They know each other.
I mean, from the man who create Bankai, look upon Ichigo and say, yo, I don't know what that is. Me I say, huh? What? Like, I was utterly confused. The man say, yo, I have created all Bankais, every shape or shard. But that, I don't know what that is. And then you find out, say, yo, Ichigo father linked to the Soul King. And then you find out, say, yo, the man a quarter Quincy. then you remember, say, oh, this man a part Hollow. So, in essence, even though Virgo did say it, as an insult, the man did right. Ichigo is a fucking abomination.
Of course he is. Of course he is. Hello. People,
Yo.
Aizen experimented on Ishigo. When sorry, let me rephrase that. He experimented on his parents. Did you hear me? Yes. Aizen Sosuke experimented on Ishigo's father and his mother when they were quote unquote a link. So when them are fucking anything, they put things on them body where knock them out. And while they're in a state of comatose, him put things in them body.
Just for shits and giggles, mind you.
Why did you think my boy had to step down as the head of the science department? He was investigating Aizen, but him realized in order to catch him, he must allow him to slip up.
It was basically a light versus L 2.0. The only difference is the two man them have swords and all this crazy shit, you know?
Yep, but I tell you.
But I tell you, I don't think there has been a more cooler moment than when this man stopped the protagonist team. What man? I have ever been more shocked in my life. This man stopped the man team song, bust the man chest, and then the man said, "Oh my, I didn't know I was going to cut you that deep." I'm like, huh? Same if you did that with your finger and it cut too deep. What?
Big man. I tell you, if I could pick Bleach epic moments, Pussy Clam, I have 3 after the rip. To the first time I witnessed them that shit, I knew I was in love. Bleach is still my favorite anime. I'm a Shinigami, aka a death god. Fuck the Saman, who didn't even know that Ras mean. Yeah? I'm a death god. Before there was Bomba, before Yamamoto was called what? He was called Commander General Yamamoto. Yeah, that was his real title, Commander General. Oh fuck it. Me and real Bleach how far, that's how far, and I tell you, those episodes, you have to go up on YouTube to see them they know. That's how far back me I watch Bleach. Yeah, me a real Bomba Bleach fan. I didn't join the wave like you bastards. No offense.
I mean, if I remember clearly on YouTube, you have the full episode, them plus no copyright, and you could have watched that shit straight through.
Right.
I mean, I come from years and we used to watch the original Naruto. I thought about Shippuden or whatever the hell Boruto is. I thought about the OG Naruto. When this little punk a chatter, but I'm gonna be the whole target one day and all this bullshit.
Run off him mouth.
You know, Bracha, speaking on that. You know, say the man who create Naruto is a pussy hole. I tell you why I said that. This man, I mean, we look on Naruto and talk about, oh, he's the underdog, right?
He's the what?
Granted, he did have his underdog moments. But this day, Naruto remains one of the most broken children in anime to this day. Now, when comes I break it down for the people, right?
Well, yes, if up there about believe,
I know, they are more, you know.
No,
they're more complete aliens out there, you know. But me just has into perspective, given the story that we were given at the time, Bradshaw, you know. So this man, this guy master one forbidden jutsu, you know. Cause a lot of people like to forget, say, the multi-shadow clone jutsu was a forbidden jutsu. Remember, say, third Hokage sent much ninja after this man because the man thief to scroll, you know. Yeah. And granted, there were other jutsus upon them. If I remember correctly, I think Minato's flying Raijin was on it, if I remember correctly. And the man learned the multi-shadow clone jutsu. See? So that, and keep in mind, to do that, you have to have massive amounts of chakra. Man, do that when he was about, them when he was about 12 them time, Cool. Yeah. After that, no. Who can forget the first sighting of the nine-tailed fox in this man?
Bro. People need to understand something, you know. Naruto just learned the shadow clone jutsu. He learned how to make complete, fully formed, split clones. That's why his clones are so unique.
And then
Because
and then we have to remember to remember say yo, just a few episodes back, the man could even make one.
yeah.
One could
And now he can make
one.
fully formed, fully functioning one them now.
And he beat living crap out of a Jonine because people like to forget say, the brother when the man beat was a Jonine.
Yep.
Cool.
My name flag was
Second exhibit. The man channeled the power of the 90s unknowingly and broke an impenetrable Keke Genkai at the time. Zine? No. First time I saw that shit, I was shocked. Because I never knew what the hell was going on. I was like, yo, what the fuck this? Cool? Yeah, I mean, tuning examiner really went safe, nothing overboard, but that fight with Neji, oh my god.
Oh, I tell you.
Got tingles. But when I tell myself, the end of the fight, to me, I still fucker. But no lie.
Yeah,
End
Neji
of the
lost
fight,
like a
still
bitch.
fucker.
Yeah, he lost like a bitch. No respect. That's
Yeah. But Naruto was broken, fam. And people, we can't talk about underdog.
No.
Naruto was broken.
Sir, but by reach a certain which episode means like okay, that's why they have to follow this shit a filler. Naruto is a walking fucking nuke. What the fuck you talking about?
And keep in mind, people, when the man go off with training Jiraiya, the man manage to make him clones them so compact, so unique.
You can't tell if
The man start use them as additions for power him jutsu. Brother, remember the first time the man produced a Russian shuriken? I never knew what this shit was. The man Lego that pan Kakuzu. They said the man obliterate the man completely, nothing no left.
So it forgot, man.
And then sooner they said, don't ever use that technique again. And then when you really look into it, the man destroy Kakuzu from the molecular level. But I don't hear that shit unless I'm reading a Marvel comic or unless Magneto about molecular level Batman.
I tell you this. Sorry, man from Bleach, they're dead. So, I tell you, you are so forced to move so fast. It's ridiculous. You see, the Captain Commander General, the Commander General Bankai Minatra, never. It was awesome, but at the same time, that tells this was not fleshed out correctly. I did not like how them. Not saying I didn't glad that them finally animates. I'm not saying that. Just I wish he had time to do every one of the character them more justice.
Yeah.
Show how truly.
I mean, make it what you mean still.
It kind of bother me because people are run off them mouth. I say you can't do that because first off,
you can't really talk to them people there, because them people will put DBZ and Naruto upon a pedestal that it doesn't deserve or even need. I mean, I'm not a avid Bleach watcher, and I may forget it props and respect. Now, come and tell some man say, Batman.
The original big tree, sir.
Before there was anybody else doing this whole Chad shit, Aizen was the Chad.
By the way, people, for those of you who never know, when them talk about the big tree, Bleach was the second one in the big tree.
Yeah.
It wasn't the last. Now Luffy. One Piece was last. It was Naruto, Bleach, and then One Piece. In terms of numbers.
Yeah. Everybody knows that DBZ was the big grandfather, the whole Nokia phone. Nobody know that.
I didn't know that.
As you talk about One Piece, 10 episodes left till the man them animate sitting in Gear 5. Oh, Jesus. I don't think I can contain myself.
Forward to it, sir.
Gear 5.
That's why I have not canceled Fundamation yet. Anyways.
I hear it now. What do you hear, Zonisha? The drums of liberation.
Drums of liberation.
What? Joy Boy has returned.
Joy Boy.
You know what I say as me talk about that.
Marcel,
You know
what
what I
that
talk about
final
that,
show,
Bradshaw.
Joy Boy look like. No, sir, I really am that.
Eh?
There was a drawing of Joy Boy, I think.
Yeah.
Him kind of look
Yeah.
like Kaido in a way. The
Yeah.
hair big like Kaido.
Basically, the thing is, I like how Oda kind of do it. Kind of do it like how the brother from Dark Souls do it. You leave Joy Boy to imagination. I was really not, we honestly not really know who Joy Boy or what he was. We just know say, yo, this man was a great person back in the day who helped the Fishman Island, and the man did know about treasure of One Piece, and him did fight for freedom and all of that. And he just so happens say, yo, one of him greatest power just happened to be Luffy's devil fruit. And when the man finally unlocked that the power, the world government start shit themselves, because them say, yo, Batman, we try to hide this thing so well.
Somebody make a comment at one time, say, people have this misconception, say, you pay attention to everything that happened, Luffy adventures. Every time they went after the Straw Hats, is Luffy them now on the target?
Yeah. I mean that was kind of obvious, but at the time you never really know why. I mean, at first I assumed it was because I'm connection to the father.
Oh,
but then I say that kind of too obvious though.
Yeah, I thought that for a long time too, but then
me start look on it, brother. I say, wait, him devil fruit. His devil fruit is kind of, we never really get it at the time because the fruit never really take its shape or take no. But then I look on it and say, what's so special about the government no me? For the man them just did they target him this much. I mean, at the time it was the government no me was a paramecia food, right?
Paramecia.
When it was just introduced, it was a paramecia, right?
Yeah.
Before and you say at the time, the man not even did have the strongest devil fruit. So you're like, what a big fuss.
Yep.
Then you get this story say, the red hair pirates, they stole that shit from the world government. More specifically, Shanks stole it. So you say, Shanks stole it. But why? Then you get Joy Boy start name start come up. Zonisha left from which part him did they reach at the new world. Then Kaido just come out of nowhere and the man say, oh Luffy, run these hands. I say, okay. Everything start come full circle now.
I still want to know about the Bumbuckler clown become a emperor. Still want to know.
How? The man did what he has been doing. Getting lucky and being a survivor.
Bumbuckler.
I mean, Bradshaw, this man's entire life has been luck and surviving. This man was supposed to die in Marineford and the man still live. This man have a bunch of criminals are stronger than him. And the man them respect the man. But man, nobody can tell me say, oh, Bucky are not the luckiest, strongest man in the world, yeah, man.
I heard the crocodile. Yeah.
Yes, about crocodile, Roger.
I heard some crocodile and Miyako got join him crew.
Yeah, me hear that too. I like it.
But Buggy, you can't fuck with them, man. Buggy an idiot. Buggy know him can't fuck with them two people.
Buggy knows better. Let's put it like that.
Of course he does.
He knows better. But boy, Sriracha, kid, go take on Shanks and wow. I knew there was a power gap, but goddamn, I never thought it was that big. Pussy clad. Shanks fuck up kid in a 5.
One shot. One tap as him call him. Didn't he one tap you?
One. I thought what Kaido did to Luffy was bad, but goddamn.
Yeah,
the man one shot kid. And people like to pretend like say, oh, kid no up there. The man is a part of the worst generation for a reason, people. But don't even understand say, yo, Shanks is just the man ridiculous. This man go for a white beard ship and every man start for drop left, right, and center. Bad man. Chunks or something else, yeah, man. This man is not devil fruit user. Man is just a hacky mud blood. Just a run through him veins.
Yeah, man.
I know, as we talk about that, there's enough man disrespectful though.
How so?
Disrespectful towards Kaido and Big Mom.
Yeah.
I put some money in them place the other day. I say, I put some money in them places the other day. I say, say you is a set of disrespectful wenches. I say, I could come and take it a stack. It took Luffy half-ass mastering hockey just to beat Doflamingo when they had initially fought again. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And Kaido practically do the same thing what Shanks do to Kid. One shot Luffy.
Yes.
And then on top of it, you have Law and Kid. Plus Zoro who in a fight Big Mom and the man them did a struggle.
Yep.
Man them win a struggle against two of them, you know. And then out of nowhere, all of the man them devil fruit them activate to its perfect form at the same time. And because the man them get beaten by the perfect devil fruit of the Nika model and Law ultimate form and Kid and Zoro. All of a sudden now Big Mom and Kaido weak. The fuck what?
Exactly.
Like you don't even hear yourself.
We get said they had to jump Big Mom and they were struggling.
Even when them jump hard, she was still in that state.
Disrespectful, man. Even me not acknowledge that shit.
But man, me I want a few man who genuinely despise Big Mom and me have to come and give her props when it is said and done.
The beast too, no stay there. Remember, no, she did.
There's a reason why she did the part of Zebek crew, you know. She never just did it for her. So her good look, her Big Mom was attractive when she did younger. She just started guard herself.
I mean, 84 picnic can fuck up your shape too. So again, give unto Caesar what is due unto Caesar. 84 you.
And then you have to remember say, this woman manipulated all her picnic them, you know. She not just have that island for no reason, you know, bad man. And then Kaido, the man who literally drop off of the face of the earth to try to kill himself and couldn't dead. And really, I disrespect the man. Really? The first time the Straw Hats see this man, them start shit themselves.
I went the first time and last seen. Did you ever see the other part of that when them just buck him?
But man, when it takes say yo, I wanna the top dog them. When take for injure Kaido, you know, and Kaido say, this reminds me of something, but I can't remember.
Of course, it reminds you of something you can't remember.
Well, then again, I mean, the man get PTSD. The man get PTSD for the man to cut clock.
Tell you, them people.
I said the man get a shark and the man start shaking and boots him and I say, yo, this feels familiar. Why do I feel fear?
I don't feel fear. That's the point. I don't feel fear.
Man start get PTSD. Yo, that remind me I went sitting there. Muzan did run up on Yurichi from Demon Slayer. And I own the Demon Slayer, I can say what I'm some respect. Because Muzan run up on the man, brawling and talk about how he go devour him and all this shit.